What is up, guys? Campo back here. I just got done watching Star Wars: The Skeleton Crew last night, and I was able to have a quick think about it this morning. Well, too fair, I had my nieces in the room, so they kept interrupting, but I watched the episode and had to replay a certain part just because I couldn't hear anything. Sorry, voice is a little croaky today, and I need a bit of a shave. But, digress. Skeleton Crew. Was it good? Well, I really did like it. To be honest, I liked it. It really has to take something really insulting like the Acolyte or something like that to really make me not like something. And even the Acolyte, there was still one episode I really liked, the lightsaber battle when Kaimi was killing everybody. That was my only part I liked in that show, where he just slaughtered those Jedi. That was really cool. Oh, that was a cool part. Anyways, I'm not talking about Acolyte, I'm talking about Skeleton Crew. So this last episode sees us, you see Joel, I'm just going to call him Joel. Joel has come to Aden. He's putting on his ruse. He's an emissary of the Republic, so he can get his pirate ship in. And you see the supervisor. The supervisor is a droid who runs all the power and the other droids at Aden. And he goes in. Eventually, they figure out Joel is a pirate, and Joel destroys the supervisor. And then he was able to bring the pirate ships in, and the pirate ships start wreaking havoc. The kids rally together, do everything they've learned over the time, being brave, courageous, intuitive, and they figure out a way to stop Joel by splitting up, playing to their strengths. Neil covers, I've got the binder girls now, I keep forgetting the white hair one, as she goes out to call for help. And they had this little moment where they think they're dead, but it's a kid's show, so she was never going to be dead. And Wim and Fern convince their parents to be brave and try to help save the day, and they override all the barriers, so they're free of the barriers, so the New Republic can come in. You find out that my favorite part of the episode is when you find out Joel, his backstory, and it was kind of what everyone kind of thought, to be honest. It was Joel was force sensitive and became a pirate, was what I thought. Was like he was force sensitive, learned a couple of tricks, and became a pirate. Pretty much what the only difference was is that he just says, look, a Jedi found me. Even though they were desperate, they hunted them down, and they made me watch her die, or watch this Jedi die. And he kind of learned that the galaxy was cruel, and this is all spoilers, by the way. Galaxy's cruel, and became a pirate because he was desperate and used those tricks to further himself in the galaxy. And at the very end, I really liked how, because the early part for me the whole time, I knew they were going to figure out a way around it, but it was, for me, my only concern was, does Wim go back and just live his life? I kind of wanted it to be open and for him to explore the world, and it does. Those barriers coming down is like testament to goes, well, I didn't want to stay here, like no matter what. Like I wanted to be able to go free in the galaxy and be a Jedi or fight crime, and so it's insinuated he's going to join the New Republic. And overall, it was a nice message. My favorite character was Joel the whole time. Like his ruse of being a good guy at the start and not being trustworthy, but he gives nuggets to why he does what he does, and figuring out that him just being the actual bad guy in the end. He's the bad guy. But yeah, he never wanted to kill the kids or anyone. He just only kills if he has to. And I think he escapes in the end, which is, to be honest, I liked how he escapes in the end. It leaves kind of room for his character to return in some, maybe season 2, they would do it to season 2, which I think this is a nice bow on what happens. But it does leave you room if they want to do some sort of, now the barrier's down, the New Republic comes in, or the Empire comes in. It could be many other ways they could do this. And the things I really liked about the show was the way it looked. For starters, the show looked fantastic the whole time. Any battle sequences or anything about the scenery, it just, to me, it looked really good. It was something that I felt like other projects lacked, like The Acolyte, and some other ones, but the Skeleton Crew, it looked really good. It was, for me, when Star Wars does simple stories, and puts complex details around the stories, I feel like that's where they do their best. And that's exactly what does well here. It might not feel like a grand scale Star War or anything like that, but it does feel to me, I know Star Wars Theory and others didn't feel like, oh, it's not Star Wars and that. To me, it did feel like Star Wars, but in more simpler format. It didn't feel like it was part of the main thing, but it was like, this is the little guy's story. This is like just from an average kid's point of view, and how their world fits into the bigger picture. That's what I enjoyed about it. I like when it's a simple kid story, trying to coming of age, figuring out what they love and who they are, and around it, it's a complex story of this planet being a mint for the Republic, but it was for the old Republic, not for the one now. And it was, and the Joel and his, like, why he does what he does, and the pirates behind it. I don't know. I thought it was a good story. Definitely wasn't spectacular, wasn't groundbreaking, but it was a breath of fresh air compared to what we had been getting. And unfortunately, the ratings weren't too good on this show, I've heard. And it sucks because, yeah, The Acolyte really did ruin a lot, and did have this ripple effect onto Skeleton Crew, which is a shame because this show was actually quite good. And I feel like a lot of people and kids could enjoy it, like a lot of fathers and sons, mothers and daughters, parents just sitting with their kids enjoying it, or even people like me who are hardcore Star Wars fans and just enjoyed a nice, wholesome story with Star Wars sticking to it. And I hope they do another season, to be honest. But before they do that, I can't wait to watch Andor. I really did like Andor. I think it was one of their best shows they've done. I do like this region where they're playing with after Return of the Jedi and before Force Awakens. I like this region. I feel like they've done a lot of their best work with The Mandalorian. And say what we will about Boba Fett, it did have good moments. I love Andor, but that's between 3 and 4. So I can't wait to watch that. So I think we've come from down here. We've hit the bottom. We've hit rock bottom of The Acolyte, and it's one step up. Now it's Skeleton Crew. It's not amazing, but it's a step up. It's nice. And the next one I reckon will be Andor, which I hope is just brilliant. So it'll come up there. And then whatever projects they've got going after that, hopefully bring it back to where Trump's saying, make Star Wars great again. Because this universe isn't dead. It has lost a lot of fans, but it can get them back through word of mouth and through good shows like this. That's pretty much all I've got to say, guys. Good series, would recommend. Thank you as always. Catch you next one.